Hey you guys, it is me, Laura, with scrapsoфencouragement.com, and today I have a simple card for you that I have created for the December Cards for Hospitalized Kids card drive. This is a great card for teens or older girls and super easy to make. So I just have my pattern paper and my panel that's going to go on top of that. And then for the inside, I have a couple panels. One is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches, and the other one is cut in 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 inches, and those will go right inside. For the outside, I am taking this panel that is 2 5/8 by 4 inches, and I used a rectangle stitched die to cut this out, but you can just cut it out on your paper trimmer. And I am going to simply just stamp this big sentiment right on top. I do not have a stamp block that fits it, so I'm just using my stamping tool, my Stamparatus. These little pieces I cut from packaging, they're just 1-inch strips, and they give me a little border out from the edge to help me get my stamping a little bit cleaner. And I just hold those in place with one of my magnets. And so I'm just going to ink up my stamp. I'm using soft suede, which is the same color that I used on my card base. And I am going to stamp it multiple times. Since I do have my stamping tool out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it again and again. I think that it would stamp really well if you just used a block as well, though. You really don't have to use the stamping tool, but I do, because I don't want to have so many blocks. So if a stamp is a big enough size, I just go ahead and grab my stamping tool because it works great. Once I have this image all stamped up, it's really just a matter of putting this card together. It comes together so quick and so easily. My bottom piece of pattern paper is cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and I have done that because you can get a bunch of cards out of one 12 by 12 sheet of pattern paper if you cut it that way. So I'm going to be using that base panel in a lot of my cards coming up soon. So I'm just going to take that panel, and I am using dimensionals to pop up the center panel with the sentiment on it. I struggle with getting things straight, as you know, so what I did to help me get this panel straight is I lined up my pattern paper on the grid paper, and then I just used my card base and lined that up as well to make sure that I could get everything all straight. And then I just glued that panel on the front of my card and glued all my pieces on the inside. That is it. It was so easy, and this is a perfect card to really encourage any of the women in your life. Like I said earlier, I am going to be sending this in with the card drive cards for hospitalized kids. If you want to join the card drive, definitely check out my website, scrapsoфencouragement.com, and I'll also have all the products that I used for this card listed on that blog post. But as always, I hope you find joy in creating as you spread kindness and encouragement with your scraps of paper. I'll talk to you later. Bye.